Hey guys, Iron Blood back out here doing another shooting video. Today we're going to be shooting coconuts. That's right, coconuts. Anyways, coconuts are apparently about as hard as a human skull. Actually, I think this coconut might be harder than mine. Anyways, not only am I shooting coconuts, but I've drilled a 1/2-inch hole, which you could probably see there, and I filled them up with red jello. And we'll be shooting it at a distance of 25 yards. What we're going to do is we're going to stack the coconuts one in front of the other, see if we get penetration or full penetration on the first coconut, see if we can get pass-throughs into the second. Hopefully we can find some projectiles. And what we're going to be shooting today, we're going to be shooting CCI Velocitor, CCI Copper, CCI Stinger, and Federal Punch. So I think we got a good range of ammo to test. We'll be shooting them out of my Ruger 1022 and one of my kids' Savage Rascals. Anyways, here's my setup. Made a little stand so the coconuts don't roll away on me. I've got duct tape to help keep the jello in, although maybe it'll pop out the top. That's my guess, especially maybe with the hollow points. I imagine the hydrostatic shock is going to try and push that jello out. Anyways, we're going to see what happens here. Like I said, we're set up at 25 yards, and let's get the show on the road, shall we? Well, that was rather explosive now, wasn't it? So that was the CCI Velocitor that went up first. I've got jello all over the place. Some of it went 10 yards back closer to where I was shooting. Got bits of coconut about 5 yards out this way. And it does look like we made it into the second coconut. So hopefully at some point we can pop these coconuts open and find the projectile. Anyways, I'll turn this camera around and show you what we got. So as you can see, this coconut is blown to bits. I got jello back over there. Bits of coconut landing back in the field over there. And like I said, it looks like we got into the second coconut. So we'll have to cut that open and see if we can find the projectile. All right, so I was able to find the projectile from the Velocitor. If you can see that, there we go. Not much left of it. It looks like maybe half of the projectile, maybe some of it ricocheted off the shell on the second coconut. Not really sure. It's very deformed. I mean, it doesn't even look like a projectile. As you can see, it's quite deformed. No real shape to it anymore. Coconut shells apparently are quite hard. And upon breaking open the second coconut, it doesn't look like it made it in that far. It only went in just to about here. That's where I found the projectile. So it definitely went through the first one and partway into the second one. Still fairly impressive. Now we're gonna switch over to the CCI Stinger, see if we get different results. So if I had to guess, I'm going to say that the Stinger is not going to get into the second coconut. I think it might have greater or more explosive performance on the first one, just due to the higher velocity. But it's a little lighter, and because of the higher velocity, it's going to want to expend that energy faster. So I don't think it's going to get into the second one, but we'll find out. What are your thoughts? Will it get into the second coconut? Will it bounce off the second coconut? I don't know. Let's find out. Well, as expected, I did not get a pass through with the CCI Stinger. Nothing into the second coconut. My first shot was a ricochet. It grazed off the top of the coconut. The second shot obviously was a good hit. Got more jello everywhere, including on my phone, and bits of coconut are scattered all around. Okay, next up we got the CCI Copper and the Federal Punch. I think we'll start with the CCI copper, which is the highest velocity, and a bit of a hollow point, if you can call it that. And we'll compare that to the Federal Punch. Let's see what kind of results we get with these guys. I'm thinking actually both are going to go through and through both coconuts. And I know it's a bit of a stretch, but let's find out. They are moving a lot faster than the other ones. Let's see if velocity wins the day today. Okay, this is what we got going on here. This is the Federal Punch. Feels really soft and yicky. Anyways, Federal Punch did go into the second coconut. CCI copper also went into the second coconut, but did not get pass-throughs on the second coconut. So we'll have to chop those open with the machete, see what's on the inside. Really can't say where the rest of the coconut went for the CCI copper, but safe to say it exploded into a lot of little bits. So I'm mistaken. The first coconut that was shot was on the right, and that was with the CCI copper. I know when I made the video, or the portion of the video after the shooting, I got them mixed up. Anyways, so yeah, I fucked up, man. All right, so I was able to find both projectiles, both the CCI copper and the Federal Punch. I'll show you here in a second. The Federal Punch has almost went through the second coconut. It got stuck in the edible part on the off side, whereas the CCI copper, that was found inside the jello. So a little bit deeper penetration, not a whole hell of a lot. Anyways, I'll dig both out and I'll show them to you. So I don't know if you can see, there's the projectile right there. That's the Federal Punch. And that's the CCI copper. Like I said, it hasn't really changed much in shape. Looks like it lost some of that polymer jacket. But other than that, you know, it just looks like a hunk of dirt, really. All right, so here's the Federal Punch projectile. Did get some expansion out of that. And it seems to have held up better than the Velociter, but not quite as well as the copper. Anyhow, even though they're not designed to expand, I guess they will when they're hitting hard things like coconut shell, human skulls, things like that. All right, that wraps it up for another video. Got a little bit of coconut and jello left. I don't think I'm gonna eat it. Might be some lead in there. Don't want any lead poisoning. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.